Hey guys, happy Monday. Today we are going to be making a really cute farmer frog drawing. He's got some cute little overalls and a little sun hat. He's got a shovel. This whole week we're going to be drawing different animals and flowers and things because it's spring and I see flowers and stuff outside and it's finally starting to get sunny out. So we're going to make some drawings to reflect that. So go ahead, get your paper and your drawing and coloring supplies, and let's get started. All right, guys, we are going to be making this guy step by step here, just like we do all of our other drawings. I am going to start with a marker first, but I recommend you all do pencil so you can erase and change things if you need to. So what we are going to do first with this guy, we're just going to make a bunch of different types of lines to start with to kind of build up the shapes. And it'll kind of all come together as we keep going along. We're going to start with our frog's head. And more specifically, we're going to start with his cheeks, which are kind of like little, like an arrow, except it's curved instead of pointy, if that makes sense. So I gotta keep in mind I want space for my frog's hat above his head, and I also don't want his head to be way down here. So maybe about this far from the top and not quite in the middle, like a little off to the side. I'm gonna draw this kind of rounded arrow shape, or like a little bracket. And then I'm gonna move a little ways over and I will do another one that goes the other way. Those are his cheeks. Now for his eyes, we got two curved lines. So we got like a little frowny mouth line, and then another little frowny mouth line, and then another curved line, another frowny mouth connecting the two. So we got his eyes and his cheeks already. Let's do his eyes. So if you imagine that these lines were gonna connect, imagine they're just gonna go whoop, connect all the way. But not doing it actually. We're gonna leave a little space and then draw and then stop. So look, it's almost like those would connect, but they don't quite make it all the way. And then a curved line like that. Other side, line like that, and then a curved line. You could fill these in all the way black if you want to, but I like to leave a little bit of white on each side and then fill it in. So just a little bit. Fill it in. Perfect. Okay. Now, before we go too much further with the face, I would like to draw the tops of the arms, and then we'll do his mouth and nose after that. So this arm goes out and then bends, and this one goes out. It also bends, but it kind of comes towards you. That's called foreshortening, which is something we don't actually usually do in elementary school, but I figure if you're following with me, you can probably do it too. So we're just gonna start with the tops, okay? Coming right off of the bottom of the cheek on the right side, you can make the line. It can be either completely straight or curve a little down, so like that. And then on the other side, this one is going to go straight. So if you did curve this one, make that one straight. If you made this one straight, still make this one straight. So on this side, straight line about the same length as the other one. Okay, before we do the mouth and nose, we're going to draw a little shape for the overalls. So kind of go a little bit in on each side, a little in from where the shoulder and the head touch, and then we're gonna go down and over and back up. So that's where his overalls are gonna be. We'll make his little frog mouth right now, because you know frogs have a big long mouth, so I like to have this guy. First it curves down like a smile, and then it goes up and back down, so right in the middle, up and down, and then back up. So it's almost like you're making smiley mouth, frowny mouth, smiley mouth, but it's all his big frog mouth. And then I add these little lines. They kind of look like little cheeks. And then two nostrils. We got these two little nostrils there, cute. And then we can draw his hat if you want to add the hat. The reason it's just like a big circle around his head is because if you think it's kind of sitting on the back of his head, you would kind of see it from this angle, like he's looking up. So we're gonna just draw kind of a circle, or maybe more of an oval. that's just behind a little bit. And then if you want to give it that kind of like straw hat texture, you're going to draw a bunch of little lines. I like to draw them like they're kind of going in the same shape as the hat. So I imagine that they'd kind of be making a bunch of smaller circles if I was connecting these little lines. All right, there's his hat. Nice, we got that on there. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make the sides of the body, and then we will work on the legs. So this is that inside of the overall. We're gonna go a little ways over right here and just make a little line here, and then on this side a little line there. So those are like the straps for the overalls. I like to have my frog look like he's got a little belly. So instead of drawing my line straight down, I'm gonna have it curve out and then go back in like that. So down and then out and in. You can also just make it straight up and down if you want to. Okay, so we got his overalls. Real quick, we'll draw the little buttons. 1, 2. He's got little buttons for his overalls. All right, now let's work on this leg. This one is in front, so we're just gonna do this one first, and then we'll go down second. So it goes down and then it bends. It's kind of like he's crossing his feet a little bit. I am going to start right here. I am going to draw a little ways down, and then I'm going to draw over like that. You want to make sure that this line is at least just a little bit further than this one. So mine's just a teeny bit further than that, which is fine. But if it was way shorter, then it wouldn't look quite right. So just make sure. I'm gonna go back over this and round that out a little bit. There we go. All right, and now I think if this is the middle, so this is like whoop, right down the middle, I'm gonna move a little bit over from that, and I'm going to draw a line that kind of is the same as this one. So 1, 2, okay. I'm not gonna do the feet yet. I'm gonna leave that. Now, when we do this leg goes behind. So it goes behind this first one. So I am going to start on this side here, and I'm just gonna have a line that goes either straight up and down, or it can have a little bit of an angle like mine. And go there. I left space for the feet on both of these. And then here, starting from this leg, I'm gonna go a little ways over, and then straight up and down. And there we go. So we've got 2 legs. This frog has a shorter body than this one, but that's okay. It actually kind of looks almost more like a frog because they have really long legs, so that's perfect. Alright, now we're going to work on these weird looking feet. You know, frogs have those webbed toes. They're like 2 lines with a circle at the end. I'm going to start on this foot. First of all, make a line to show the bottom of the pants. We'll add the little wrinkles later. So do that for both legs. Line for the bottom of the pants. Okay. Make a curved line that goes down like that. And then draw a circle. It does not need to be perfect. And then a line that goes back up. And you can draw another line that goes down, a circle, and then a line that goes up. And if you have room for another toe, on this one I didn't have room to put space between it, so what I did was I just started on the other side with my line and my circle, and that was it. So there's my 3 toes. You can do 4. It doesn't really matter how many toes you add because it's a frog, and I actually don't even know how many toes a frog has. 4 or 5, I have no idea. So for this bottom foot here, a line, circle, line, line, circle, line, line, circle, line. And we got his 2 legs and his 2 feet. Now to make these little wrinkles in the pants, what you're gonna do is draw another line like this to show like where the pants are cuffed. And then just make a wavy, kind of bumpy line on both sides. Since I am not doing pencil first, I can't really erase my really straight lines. So I'm just adding the bumpies, and then I also add a few little lines inside this cuffed part to kind of make it look wrinkly, like it's folded over. And we are actually getting super close to being done. What we're gonna do now is work on those arms for our frog. Let's do this one here. So we already did this part. Now what we are going to do is draw the part that angles this way and then his hand. His hand is kind of on his side, so you're seeing the hand from the side and you're actually only going to see one finger. So, you start over here, bend it back until it's almost touching his leg or his side or whatever, wherever it ends up basically. So about there. And then you do a curved line like that, a little short one, that's kind of the hand and the finger. And then a circle. And then we do this curved line back until it touches his side or his hip or his leg or whatever. Now in this empty space here, we are going to draw these lines again, but just a little smaller. One thing I like to think of is if these are the straps of his overalls, the way that his arm should be is like the bottom part of the arm that we're drawing should line up with this. So I start there, go over, and there we go. So there's on one arm. Now for this arm, this one's a little weird. We're gonna draw the hand first. So in about the middle of this line, but down. So about the middle, or maybe a little to the left or right, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go down a little ways and I am going to draw a sad mouth. That is the top of the hand. Now, on the right side of my sad mouth, I will continue this line a little longer and draw a circle. Then I am going to go up. After that, go back down, draw another circle, and go up. And then after that, you guessed it, another line, circle, and another line. And there is our hand. Now what we can do is on the end of this line here that we made for the top of the arm, we're gonna curve and have it go back like that. And then imagine this part where this is touching the hand, just move straight over and do a straight line. One thing that will help have it make a little more sense is adding this tiny line here. So right kind of on the upper right of this hand, make a little line. And then you can add his shovel, or he could be leaning on a fence or something. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to draw a line that goes straight up and down and then leave some space for this part of the shovel. Stop. Other side, straight up and down and stop. And then for the shovel, you're going to do a line straight across and then up and down on each side like that. And then we're going to make it kind of angle to a point. So on this side, I'm going to kind of curve into an angle and stop. I'm stopping when the line is kind of lined up with the handle of the shovel. And then the other side, we curve in and stop. And they didn't quite connect, so there we go. And that is actually it, guys. We're all done with our frog. So go ahead and get your coloring stuff and start coloring him in however you want him to be. You could add a sun or some grass or some flowers next to him. And just have fun, you guys. Alright guys, I hope you had fun drawing your frog with me today. Make sure to send me pictures of your drawings this week, guys. I have been having fun getting all your drawings and putting them at the end of my videos on Fridays. So you can email it to me. It's kayla.bruss@rusd.org. Or if you have a different way to send it to me, you can do that as well. But I would love to see your drawings, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye!